Hey guys, we're back on doing our second video. This one is a special one. We got Larry, who is a Bucks fan. We got my buddy Rob, who is a Detroit. Wait, we got to start with Michigan. He's a Michigan and a Detroit fan. He winning on both ends. Holla at us, Rob.
Hey, I've been spoiled. I deserve it though. It's been 25, 30 years, and with nothing. Now all of a sudden, both my teams are winning. So it's I don't know I don't know how to react. This has never happened in my adult life.
It definitely feels good when your college team and your pro team winning, man. It's definitely a good feeling. At least to say you didn't have a mad year.
Yeah, that's sure. I got my Michigan flag in my room.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's it. I meant to tell you, Rob, to put on your Detroit stuff, and Larry put on his Buck stuff, but I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Hey, so
on Sunday.
Hey man, so during that game, you seen them people out there boo-hoo crying. I didn't know it was that.
Yeah.
Dude, man. They just boo-hoo crying in the stands. Just like, what happened? You won the lottery? Or
man, since 1991, that's a long time.
I was a big ball of nerves, man. I just couldn't. I was in this chair just watching.
It was close, man. It was close.
I know. It was way, way too close. It was very nerve-wracking.
Yeah. And they had one guy, man, Larry, Rob probably already knows this. He had been, this dude is 80-something years old. He was at the 1950 game.
Yeah.
And he was standing up. We won. I said, bro, you deserve it, man. Y'all get away from around here.
He's been a season ticket holder since way in the 50s. So, I mean.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I would have did that roller coaster bandwagon, then come back.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, ain't nothing like, man, you done stuck with your team and finally, man, they finally winning, man. It's one of the best feelings ever. Tampa went through it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, man, hey, it's bittersweet then.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's gonna come back to hurt me or not, but I was hoping the Bucks would win because secretly, you never know with the Eagles, and they were so good early on. So like,
you would have had
me being a Lions fan, like I think I'd rather face the Bucks than the Eagles, but we'll see. We'll see if it comes back to bite me or not.
I think you had a better chance of playing the Eagles, man, because they literally
y'all would have rather have played the Eagles instead of us because
they suck.
Clicking.
It's turning out that way, so we'll see what happens.
Ain't got no O-line, ain't got no defense. They just they done checked out. Look, I'm telling you now, they already had their vacations already booked, and they just said, "Hurry, get this game over with."
Vacations and retirements.
So we're gonna go ahead and jumpstart it. So Rob, man, go ahead and tell us how you felt, man. And once you seen that the game was over.
Dude, it was emotional. I'm a grown man, 42, and it was super emotional, just like Michigan winning too.
So he don't want to tell us that he cried.
It's something that's never happened.
I didn't realize the weapons that's really on the offensive side of the ball with David Montgomery and Gibbs and that tight end. I ain't know that tight end actually walked the way he did.
Oh, that was scary because he was maybe not going to play, and I'm sure glad he did. I mean, they started out so hot, and it was like, man, let's keep this rolling, and then they just stopped scoring. So that's when it got real scary. So.
Larry, me being the genius that I am, I actually saw that tight end in the preseason, and that's why I had him in Dream Crushers. Man, he got me to the semifinal. Man, that dude is raw. Next year, I know we can get a chance to get him. So
And shoot, man, they even got when we played them in week 6, they didn't have him playing. It was just Amon-Ra St. Brown, the one that was balling. So now they got the whole crew. Man, they got Reynolds back. They got the tight end, Amon-Ra St. Brown,
my boy,
Montgomery. Man, it's gonna be a tough one. That's a lot of weapons.
And Gibbs is fun to watch, man. He's so quick.
Yeah, but y'all forgetting this. The boy Bourne lived in Detroit. Jacksonville passed on him. My man, Aiden Hutchinson, that boy is rocking.
Yeah. Yeah. And hey, I bet you Jags is regretting that now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jags. One pick, I think I'm gonna go get this boy from Georgia. He wasn't even the best defensive player on his own team.
He wasn't. He wasn't. I think for all the years he been there, he played all 4. And I want to say he ended with like 11 sacks the whole 4 years. No, I wouldn't have wanted that. But Aiden Hutchinson, at least he didn't have to even go nowhere. He played at Michigan. Now playing for Detroit. Man, that's the best of all worlds.
See, the Jags wanted somebody big, but the thing is, man, you cannot overlook heart. Aiden got that heart and that motor. He don't stop.
You know who he remind me of? Jared Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Rhinestone Cowboy.
Yes, sir. He got all the tools, man. He never quit on the play. He's always out there on the field. Yeah. It's gonna be a great matchup.
Well, tell you what, by far the biggest, issue with the Lions is the thing I'm scared of is something the Bucs have been doing well all year is the Lions give up them big plays, man. And, the Bucs got Evans, so
yeah, because y'all gave up 200 yards to 2 receivers to T.T. Atwell and Puka.
Well, this is the problem.
Cup had 90 yards.
This is the problem. This is the problem with Evans. If it's a difficult catch, I'll go ahead and catch it. But if it's wide open, I'm going to have to drop it.
Oh, my God.
I saw that.
Yeah, please don't even bring that up, Pop, because, oh, my God, he made me so mad. Like, he had a total of, I think he had 3 drops. And then our tight end, Cade Otton, had 2 drops. Man, they were just – and I was shocked, man. Baker Mayfield was literally out there dropping dimes all night.
Yeah. This is what I was going to say, Larry. You go ahead and take us on the Tampa on the Eagles since you started. I was saving these for the last, but since y'all hit them, go ahead.
Yeah, man, it was definitely a great game, man. I was cheering so loud. My wife was over here talking about, man, he is really into it. I was, man, from the start of the goal, man, just to see our team like perform, man, Mike Evans. But honestly, the contribute we got wasn't even from our starters. It was from our backups. Mm-hmm. David Moore. You got Trey Palmer.
I didn't even know who they were. I'm like, I'm saying, where did Bucs get all these new receivers from? Who are they?
Man, Paul, I know we drafted Trey Palmer, and then we picked up David Moore in free agency. That's how we got him. I forgot what team he formerly played for. But, man, just to see how everything was clicking, my main thing is what I seen was the run game finally going for us.
Yes.
Man, that was the best I've
been loving that boy
all season long.
Been loving that boy, Rashid White.
Yeah. Rashad, man, I tell you, he got some good hands. And, like Detroit, they were and running backs. They can catch real good at the field.
Detroit's been known this year for being able to stop the run game, so hopefully that continues. So
yeah, y'all did it. Y'all did that for us too. Rashad White didn't have, but he had it in the passing game, but just didn't have any rushing yards.
Yeah.
Well, what the Bucs need to worry about is you want Baker Mayfield to continue to be the Baker of this year. If Baker reversed back to the old Baker, but we don't want to go there because he had 337
yards and three touchdowns
and three touches, no interceptions, right?
Nope.
Man, that's good for Baker.
He didn't even come close to even throwing one.
That's good for Andy Baker. So, like Larry said, look, Larry called me this morning. We're always talking about football. So they don't want to give Tampa no credit. They just saying the Eagles are that bad. The Eagles are that bad, but man, to beat them 32-9.
Man, one thing, like I said, I will say for Todd Bowles, if you beat us in the regular season, okay. But man, when it comes down to the playoffs, he's a whole nother coach, and his schemes is phenomenal. Like, that's one thing I can say. And we did play Detroit in week 6, so hopefully he can come up with a good scheme, man, for that game.
I'm going to say, and Rob, who does that remind you of? Bill Belichick. It was a time, if he saw you one time, he saw you that second time, he had your number.
Man, look, that was Michael Jordan's favorite thing, man. Catch me, hey, you may beat me in the regular season, but catch me in the playoffs. It's a whole other ball game.
Yes. I just got to be honest with you guys. So, look, Rob, I'm just going to tell you. So, you know how we always say who you going for? All right, so I'm going for the Bucs because I'm a native Floridian. You already know who Larry going for. But if the Lions win, I'm still not going to be angry. I'll still be happy.
Oh yeah, honestly, I'm a root because I actually like the come up story of Detroit.
I love Dan Campbell, man.
Yeah,
love
Dan Campbell.
Right
that's a remarkable story.
I'm not gonna lie. I just said they picked the wrong coach when he did his first interview, and we're gonna bite him by the kneecaps. If we come up again, we're gonna hit him again. I said, what an idiot! No, I was the idiot because I didn't know he was that good. The man, everything is in his heart, and the team is just like him. They fighters.
But see,
fights.
Rob, now the story coming out is now y'all may lose him at the end of the season though, man, because he's a big time candidate.
You're talking about the defensive coordinator?
No, y'all offensive coordinator too. Y'all offensive coordinator.
No, being gone.
Yeah,
I know our defensive coordinator is already interviewing, so that is.
The OC is one of the top candidates for all of the OC.
The OC Ben, whatever his name, Ben Carson or whatever, he definitely gone. So he should have been gone last year.
Goff around like this is the best I think, and Jared Goff probably said too. This is the best. Pretty much like Baker Mayfield, they both are having their career years right now. They best career years.
That makes me angry because looks like Harbaugh might go too. So
see, so look. So we won't talk about this. Great win for Michigan. So what Harbaugh is doing is trying to be slick. Every time he goes to the NFL interview for a head coaching job, he comes back to Michigan and say, I'm leaving if you don't give me more money. Yeah. So now he's saying, well, I did wrong and I'm guilty and they're going to come after me. So Larry, he's trying to make something in his contract where Michigan can't fire him if he's found guilty by the NCAA. And then if they do that, he might stay.
Oh. Well, before they won, even I'd say halfway through the year when the second time they were getting in trouble, I was thinking he's probably going to leave anyways because he's tired of the NCAA just bullying him. I mean, I guess that's me coming from being a Michigan fan, being biased, but
he finally had one of his best years. Is finally, as winning a championship. Which I'm happy for because he used to run and then y'all used to lose to Ohio State and then get knocked out of it.
Yeah. I think he already has. I think Michigan offered him today or yesterday something like $69 million. So
see, y'all be trying. See, everybody be thinking it's the NFL team got the money. You got a billionaire owner and all that. But do not look down on them college teams. They loaded with money.
Man, look at half of the college teams now that's playing coaches that they don't fire and then now regretting it. So now they got to sit here and pay the coaches all this money. LSU real bad at it.
Yeah, I always said, Rob, I wanted to be a fired college coach or NFL coach, and I'm out there on the island somewhere. You pay me for the next 3 years, $10 million plus.
That's the Cardinals coach. That's Keith Kingsbury, ain't it?
That's great. That's the American dream right there.
Yeah, that was Keith Kingsbury talking about he was going to the island, wasn't he? The head coach of the Cardinals.
Right.
Yeah.
He
that dude's got it made.
Paying me. Why need a coach?
He's got it made.
Hey, so real quick on that game between Tampa and the Lions, Larry, you touched on it, and I just want to go back. It's an incredible story going on. The Lions resurrected Goff's career, and the Bucs resurrected Baker's career. So. And you can't hate on neither one of them. Because it looked like Baker definitely looked like he was on his way out the league. If Tampa hadn't got him, I think he would have been home on the couch with us.
Yeah, he said.
I was the first to admit when they named him the starter coming out of preseason. I was like, man, that's pathetic. They ain't going to win 3 or 4 games.
I said the same thing too.
Give the Gator a chance, but we know how the Gator quarterbacks usually turn out. I hate to say it. Y'all see me flat on right now, but we suck at quarterback.
Yeah, either you hurt or you suck, pretty much.
All right, so let's get on to this other game. Some Saturday's game, Browns and the Texans. Man, that made my night. C.J. Stroud and that DeMeco Ryans. You see how swole up he is? He can hit somebody right now. That's why nobody will mess with him. He said, "Boy, if you don't tap, yes sir."
I'm really excited for the Texans, man. That the job he done, DeMeco Ryans, but turning around the Texans, man. They 1 game away from playing for the AFC Championship. To get him that far, he's definitely got to be top candidate of head coach and coach of the year.
Yeah, him and they believe the Browns coach may win it. I think.
Yeah, you can't win something after you don't sat there and got blew out by the Texans. You out of there, buddy. It's no way.
But you remember the coach of the year is regular season. The playoffs don't count. The votes are already in.
Yeah, but it's just hard to take D'Amico Ryans out of it, and then to bring
especially when
a freshman, a freshman quarterback in here, and then did that, and don't forget he lost. He was out some games too, and they still won a couple.
Yes, he still had that team right around. Not only that, they had 2 wins last year. Year before 1, last year 2, and you turn around, you in the playoffs. Absolutely, I think it should be him.
Yeah,
and they had some wide receiver injuries later on in the year.
But it's going to be some votes. Yep. They're going to have Dan Campbell in there too. First time the Lions in the playoffs in 32 years. It's going to be some good candidates.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. Yeah. Oh yeah, I ain't thinking about Dan Campbell. Yeah, that's pretty. That'll be good too, man. Yeah. Football all around, it wasn't the best, but it definitely was. It wasn't the best for all, but it definitely been a great year, I'll say.
Yeah, especially Joe Flacco. You know, he was doing good. Little 38-year-old quarterback. He was in his kids' pickup line when the Browns called him and asked him to come try out to be quarterback. It was a great story till they ran into the Texans. And then I said, that's the Flacco that I know. Can't move around, and he gonna give you a ball. You just got to catch it.
Yeah. It just, man, I did not see that. I didn't see that beat down coming. Just as I ain't see the one for the Cowboys either, man. These teams, man, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, go ahead, because there's no need to even talk about the Dolphins in Kansas City. The Dolphins can't play in the cold. Tua is not who we thought he was, and Tua, they crazy they give Tua. What y'all think? I think they're crazy they give him a multi-year big contract. I don't see it. The last half, he was just average.
I think he was still worth it. They had a super good year. I mean, they had some injuries down the stretch. Really cold game. I think I don't know how they didn't have a home field game there, but I think it could have been completely different if they had and been healthy in that game.
Yeah, they didn't win their division. The Bills won it.
Well, yeah. The reason they didn't have a home field game, they started dropping games. They just needed to win one more, just like them Jaguars started off 8-3. I mean, these teams got to the end, and they just could not win that one game.
Yep.
Yeah. So I still think they're really good, and if they keep what they have together, I think Tua will do pretty good. I mean,
I'd say he's worthy of a multi-deal, but not no big time deals like the other quarterbacks, 50-something, 45.
No.
I say give him the base minimum 30 million, call it a day, because that's really what you deserve.
Well, you can't because of Daniel Dimes. Daniel Dimes, the one that New York messed that up. You got to get at least 40. You got at least.
That's got to be the worst contract in history.
Yeah, and we don't, and then the NFL done gave out some worse contracts. That got to be top 5 right there, giving that contract out.
Okay, let's go to the other big one. Larry, you started it. Go ahead and take us out on that Packers and Cowboys. What a shock.
Man, I totally didn't see that coming. And what was the Cowboys record at home? Because I know it was a good one.
15-0.
15-0 at home. And then y'all let the Green Bay Packers come in there with pretty much to say a fresh face, Jordan Love, who looked at, I don't want to say his name, but he had poise like Aaron Rodgers in that pocket, man. But
you didn't have to. They said it all night long. Look at the hop. Look at the skip. Look at the jump. Does that remind me of anybody? Come on, bro. We know.
I mean, as good as they looked and how surprising it was, do y'all still think they have any sort of chance against the 49ers?
No. I'll be honest.
Absolutely not.
I would say this. If they can establish that run game as they did at the Cowboys, they may have a shot. Because Aaron Jones was unstoppable, but man, with that dynamic duo they have over there at San Francisco with Warner and now you add on, you got Bosa, then you added
everybody healthy.
Yeah, everybody healthy, and it's gonna be hard, man. I just don't see it, but I hope they do, but I don't see it.
Well, you know what I did enjoy? First of all, going back to the Packers, let's give them their credit because this is probably the only week they're going to have a victory. So, man, for the 7th seed, take down the number 2 seed, that was a history in the NFL. I mean, Jerry Jones was just sitting up there. I just loved it. He was just up there, man, about to cry, cussing and throwing the napkin down and
that was
all
great.
that. I'm just telling you, man, Dak Prescott, He ain't it, man. He just ain't.
But remember, Pop, we talked about it before. Man, listen,
He
when the
can't take pressure.
playoff starts, it's only one thing that needs to matter is to get your run game going. Remember, we said it. If they don't get that run game going, they will not make it and pass the first round. Tony Pollard, I know because I drafted him in fantasy. Tony Pollard, after about week 2 or 3, literally disappeared the whole season.
Well, he's
I
coming
had
back from
Pollard in one of my leagues too.
Yeah, he was horrible.
Yeah, he coming back from ACL, but I just don't think he's every down back. They need a bruiser back there to go with him. That's what Ezekiel Elliott was. And you can see Ezekiel Elliott ain't this and that. Well, he did have his problem, but once Zeke left, you saw what Tony Pollard could do then.
Oh, yeah. Every team this weekend, I will say who won, the main source of their winning came from their running backs, as we did. Rashad White, he started. Aaron Jones for the Packers started it. Now you got Cook for the Bills. He started it for them. If you ain't got your running game going, that's a wrap.
I'm gonna tell you, as it get colder and you get in those adverse conditions and it's windy and you can't throw the ball and all of that, it's on the running backs then. That's when they're supposed to take off in the snow.
Yeah.
I heard Buffalo's in danger of postponing another game this weekend with weather.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be almost in the negatives.
Did y'all see where they invited everybody to come out to pay them $20 an hour to $20 an hour to shovel the snow, and those nuts was out there with no shirts on sliding in the snow?
Hey man, that's Bills Mafia right there, man. Hey man, look, that's a different type of fan base over there.
That's a different type.
I done seen my bad fan bases. Like the Steelers is good, Cowboys they just
Raiders are great. Bills is another level.
Bills Mafia is a whole nother level.
All the fans had to clean out their own seats, and if the seat was empty next to them, the snow was higher than what they were sitting.
But listen, with the Chiefs coming in next week, man, them people will do the same thing and do it quick, man. Just to know this, the Chiefs coming into their house finally. Oh yeah, they're gonna be the hands down, man. Look, standing on top of each other, trying to watch that game.
Okay, so who y'all got in that game?
I was just about to say I have no idea.
I'm going for the Bills. I like Mahomes, but I got a family member who made me regret ever wanted to like him.
I'm going to tell you, I think it's going to be a good game. It's a close game, but I just tell you what is overrated. All this stuff about the Chiefs have never played a away playoff game. I think that means nothing. It's just as cold in Kansas City as it is in Buffalo. It's not going to mean anything. I think Mahomes is going to have a good day, and Josh Allen just they need to run Dalvin Cook. What's his name? They need to run Cook, not Dalvin.
They need to have a brain for it too.
And James Cook.
Yeah, James Cook. They need his brother. They need to run him and make sure that Josh Allen be the man that he is, but don't do the most stupid turnovers. Because that Kansas City defense is no joke.
It always seems in years past with these big games.
Well, it's two of them.
Allen finds a way to lose it. So
he does. I don't know who you are, but here's one for you. Here's one for you.
Yeah, I don't want to put it. I don't want to jinx him. Let me knock on wood for him. But Lamar Jackson the same way.
He is.
Lamar Jackson, he definitely having. Honestly, he's having a quiet MVP season, I will say.
Oh, he's going to win. I believe he's going to win the MVP, but he better not let them Texans come in there, those little puppy Texans, take him down. Well, if that, they're going to be like, but it wasn't me. It don't matter. You the quarterback. You still suck.
I switched to CJ because remember, CJ Stroud was once a leader in the MVP vote too.
Yeah. CJ and DeMeco Ryans, they are not scared of the Ravens. I'm telling you. So they better not overlook them. That's what I think happened with the Cowboys. I just think they had two playoff home games coming up. They brought the Packers in, and they're the 7th seed, this and that. We ain't never lost at home, but you still got to play the game. And before they know it, they were up. We up 14-0.
Man, it was 28-0 at halftime.
I tell you what, if there's even one upset this week, I do not like the Ravens. I hope somehow they can lose because y'all probably remember in the regular season, the Ravens tore up the Lions real bad.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, that's the main game this week is the only upset it can be is the Houston over the Ravens because everybody else is an even matchup. Well,
I just do not like the Ravens. I hope they lose.
Because the
I love
Houston coming in 7 seed, right?
I don't know.
No, they had home. They got to be 4th seed because they won their division.
Yeah, fourth seed because they won their division.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of a compliment to them that I totally understand they are super, super good. So I hope somehow they lose.
What's going on? Look, we're going to spend 2 minutes on this one because we're getting up in the time. Steelers and the Bills, just Steelers, man. Go out there and get your quarterback. Tomlin say he coming back. Whether you offensive or defensive, we need an offensive guy. You can still win with defense because DeMeco Ryans is showing what he can do with C.J. Stroud. But you're not going to win in this league without a quarterback. You got to get one, Tomlin.
But the thing is, yes, the Texans did it for him, but it's not a lot of people mentioning who is that quarterback coach or that OC over there that worked with him that got him that way. Because that's the main thing.
All right. So this little youngster came from Seattle, a quarterback's coach. Came over there balling, just a little young guy. He loves to swing the rock. They take gambles. They throw down the field. Absolutely. And I hate to say I don't think he's gonna lead this year, but he's still gonna get some head coaching interviews. I know he is.
Oh yeah, he got to, man, because
he ain't gonna be there long.
Man, and then the worst part is to have that man come in there, then he leaves C.J. Stroud already. That's gonna be the hurtful part. They better drop some money on him so he can at least stay another year, so he can help coach him some more.
Well, speaking of that, we already saw what happened to Jalen Hurts. You lose your OC, and you could. This guy was a quarterback coach. Let's bring him up. It's just not the same.
Yeah, because honestly, I really believe Anthony Richardson would have been an outstanding quarterback too. Because I seen how he had started to turn around.
Yes,
and that came from that same coach that helped out Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, if he would have got hurt, I think
he would have been. The coach would have been a awesome team.
Yeah, I think if AR hadn't got hurt, I think he's gonna have a good year. But that was the dumb owner's fault. I really believe if Jonathan Taylor would have came back sooner, AR wouldn't have been doing all that running.
That's true.
I'm always going to be nervous for him getting hurt every year. He just seems like the type of quarterback that I think he's going to get hurt a lot, unfortunately.
Well, the worst part is it happened to his shoulder. And it seems like all quarterbacks that goes over there to the coach, something always happened over there to their shoulders. I don't know what it is. The same thing happened to Peyton Manning, happened to Andrew Luck, and now look, here we go with Anthony Richardson over there.
Okay, well, look, we done talked up all the matchups, so real quick, coaches, who do you think need to go where on some of these? We got 8 open spots.
Oh, man, that's a hard one.
Man, earlier in the week, I was calling Belichick to Dallas, so we'll see if that happens. I don't know if Belichick and Jones can mesh together, but
no, they can't.
No,
I would think Belichick would want that team, though.
Yeah, no.
He ain't even gonna interview Bill Belichick because he already know that would never mesh.
Jerry Jones wanted a coach. Jerry Jones wants a yes man because he still wants to run the team. He comes in, tells the coach this and that. He likes to stay in the media. So you got an owner that talks all the time. You got Belichick that can't stand being in front of a microphone.
Well, you would think he would realize how many championships that's got him in the last 25 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I would say
you got to change.
I would like
that's his problem.
That OC for Detroit to go over there to the Chargers to help mold what's his name? The quarterback Chargers. Herbert. That'll be a nice little mesh right there.
Unfortunately, I really think I think Harbaugh is going to end up in with the Chargers. I'm hoping not, but I think if he leaves for NFL, it would have to be the Chargers.
Yeah, I heard the Falcons interviewed him yesterday, but I'm telling you now, man, if you go to the Falcons, you got to be crazy. They have no quarterback.
Yeah,
Bill Belichick don't need to go there either because he already showed you can't win without a quarterback in New England. Mac Jones wasn't it. No. Bailey Zappi wasn't it. So
honestly, I still can't even wrap my head around him trying to go to another coaching job. Bro, just let you had an excellent career at the at the Patriots. You have nothing else to prove. You're the first ballot Hall of Fame coach. What else can you prove?
Well, it is something.
You that hard up to try to get another championship because Tom got one?
Nope. He
needs to be like that other coach and go to an island somewhere.
Yeah, it's not even about a championship, Larry. He He is 15 wins from breaking Don Shula's all-time record, the Miami coach, and he will go through a rock or anything to get it, even if it diminishes his legacy. So he's got to go somewhere where he can win at least 8 games each year to be able to get the record so he can get it at 74, 75. That's why he wants the all-time winning record.
That's 100% the only reason he's coaching.
And I would not hire him because of that, because once he gets the record, he's going to say, I'm out.
Yeah. So now you got to restart and rebuild all the way back over, because he ain't got too much more longer of wanting to play this game. So I guess, man.
With a decent team, he'll just sign a 2-year contract that he should get the record by then with a good team and then be done.
I tell you, the most worst one gonna be the Commanders. Whoever get that job, that's gonna be one of the worst ones.
I mean, I have heard that owner wants to spend money, but they are pathetic, so it may take a while. But if he's going to start spending money, I mean, hopefully within 3 or 4 years, they might be decent. But, man, they've been super pathetic.
Yeah,
they've been just pathetic.
This offseason going to be real wild, because it's a lot of vacancy spots, man. A lot of people finna do some interviews. We definitely about to see.
And that owner has money. I mean, this owner, he owns it. I don't know if y'all noticed or not. He owns one of the NBA teams.
Yeah.
I forgot which one.
Hey, Pop, do you think Byron Leftwich should get a coaching job?
I think the Steelers should bring him on. Maybe not as OC, but they need to bring him on some kind of way on the offensive staff. I really do.
I think he did really good.
Yeah, me too.
There's no reason for him to be out, no job, college or NFL. There's no excuse for that.
Yeah,
I agree.
Winston through 30 years. No, because this is what it is. Everybody thinks, well, he had Tom Brady, but when he had Jameis threw for over 5,000 yards. Yeah, it was 30 interceptions, but the dude can coach. So he got to learn
how to interceptions though. That's Jameis Winston. So
yeah, but he has to learn how to incorporate the running game better.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I saw today. What was it? Leonard Fournette. What was he on there?
The Bills?
The Bills, they cut him today. Flat out.
Yeah, because half the time, to be honest, he's not even he don't be in shape. But honestly, from what in the production, what they're getting from Cook and the other backup, there's no reason to even have him on the team wasting money. So might as well go ahead and drop him.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys. Well, we appreciate this podcast, man. If there's anything else last to say, let's just do this, man. Bucks and the Lions, that's the only game we really care about. If the Lions, look, if the Bucks win, we're going to be celebrating, and me and Larry be talking. Larry, he'll call me and say, did you see how stupid Todd Bowles? I thought he was okay, but he's not. So if the Bucks win, we'll be celebrating. If the Lions win, I'm like, go Dan Campbell. Go, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely still going. It's going to be like a bittersweet root for them, because they did just beat us and knocked us out, but I do want to see the Detroit Lions go, man, because I like them out there.
Damn, if the Bucks win, then I mean, obviously, I'll be rooting them the rest of the playoffs, because I don't like anyone else. So,
well, this is the problem with the NFC. Since the Cowboys lost, not that they were good anyway, but the Niners I believe the Niners gonna walk to the Super Bowl, man. Just slide in there.
Oh yeah, I don't see how anyone's gonna beat the 49ers. I've been saying that for 2 months.
Yeah,
so
but
you got Christian McCaffrey, but then we got Deebo Samuel, and then we got Brian Ahu. Oh, you forgot Greg Kittle over there. Oh, you forgot we got a defense. Yeah.
It's gonna be, man. Well, I would say all teams can be beat, man, because we seen how Brock Purdy look under pressure.
I was just getting ready to say that Brock Purdy would be the only reason why they'll lose. If he have that Ravens game that he had, then it's lights out.
Yeah, but then the only time he struggled, well, maybe the Ravens game, but besides that, the only time he struggled was when Deebo was hurt, right? But everyone's healthy now.
Yeah,
when his tackle Trent Williams was out and Deebo was out, they lost 3 straight games. So for Brock Purdy to be successful, he got to have all his weapons, and he has them all now.
Yeah,
but the Ravens still put that beat down on him with all his weapons.
and then the crazy part is we let them got a first round bye, so now everybody them fully healed, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
I believe the Niners has the easiest path, and I believe the AFC is going to be a battle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But I definitely enjoyed this podcast, man, and definitely can't wait for Sunday at 3:00, man.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Good
Oh
luck.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Good luck, everybody. Have a good one.
See y'all.